Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm very excited to share with you a recipe. It's called Ponche, which in translation, to the best of my knowledge, I translate it to fruit punch. And the reason it's called this is because we use different fruits to make a very cinnamon, spicy, citrusy taste. And it's so good to be served during the winter to fall times. I like to think of this like a blend of different like teas. So if you like to drink tea, you're gonna love this recipe, I promise. So let's get started with the ingredients. So if you're gonna be making this just for yourself, I would do maybe less than half of what I'm doing. So for me, I'm doing maybe servings for 10 to 15 to 20 people. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. So here I'm adding 4 to 6 cinnamon sticks. If it's just for you, I would only add 2 or 1. And I'm gonna be doing panela. I'll show you a picture of that or what it is in a minute. And I'm gonna be adding hibiscus flower. So think of this as a big tea that you're gonna be doing. So while that is boiling, the panela with the cinnamon sticks, and I'll do the hibiscus flower in a minute. I already diced and chopped off all the oranges, apples, pears, guayabas, and tamarind, which is like tamarindo, and tejocotes, which is like a small apple fruit. I'm going to be showing it to you guys in a minute. Now if you want to do something different, you can, instead of pears, you can add peaches. But the panela, which is right here, this is how it looks. It's basically brown sugar. Now I did my research, and sometimes you can find this at Walmart, or you can look in a Latin store to see if they have some of this. And we're also going to be using cane sugar. So I didn't use all of that. I did less than half of that, but maybe 1 or 2 inches if you're just doing this just for yourself is okay. Just depends how sweet you want it, so that's how much you're going to be adding to your fruit punch. So now that the water is boiling with the cinnamon and the panela, which I did 2 of panelas, I'm going to be adding the hibiscus flower, and I did a handful, so I threw that in, and I'm going to stir it around, and I'm going to let this boil for 10 to 15 minutes. So once that I saw that the panela had disappeared or melted, I gave that a stir, and now I'm taking out the hibiscus flower. Now this is optional. Some people like to eat it with the tea, some people don't. So it just depends who you're doing this for. If it's for a large group of people, you might want to take it out because some people won't enjoy it. And if it's just for you and you want to try, you can do that as well. And now I'm throwing in the tejocote, which was the small apple fruit that I was talking about, you guys. Now this is what they look like. So I like to do these not sliced. I like to throw them in. Since they're very small, I just do them right into the pan. Now you throw these in with the pears. You can do the fruit after this. I like to throw in the tejocote because that is hard fruit, so it tends to take a little bit more while for it to cook. Then I do the sliced apples, and at the end I just like to do the other fruit, which is a little bit more bland, more soft. And after that, I'm just going to give it a stir. And so now the smell and all the taste is coming together with the fruits that I just throwed in. So it's starting to smell really good, you guys. So next up are going to be the oranges and the guayabas, which tend to melt right away. So here I'm going to do the guayabas, which I did 8 to 9, and I sliced them up. So it's a pretty big bunch. Now if you're doing this just for yourself, like I said, downsize to maybe 1 or 2, 3 guayabas. Now I did 2 oranges and they're sliced, so I'm throwing that in as well. So all of this, I'm gonna let it for maybe about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna let it finish cooking, and while that's there, I'm gonna start peeling the tamarindo, or called tamarind, as best of my knowledge. That's how I just translated. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it looks like this, and I'm just gonna peel that in, and I'm gonna throw that in, and with the cane sugar if you haven't done that as well. So I'm just gonna let this cook for 10 minutes, and that is it, you guys. After that, I'm gonna taste it. So I like to taste it before I serve it. So here I tasted it, and it tasted really good. So I already poured myself a cup, and it turned out great, you guys. So when you serve this, put some fruit in your cup, so when you're finished drinking your tea, you can eat the fruit at last. That's like the reward. And thanks for watching, you guys. Do subscribe to my channel and like this video if you liked it, and do comment down below if you tried this and how was your experience. I would like to know. So see you in my next video. Bye.